Hello and welcome to the 8th episode of the Self-Concept Basic Series. Today's subject is Projection and Your Shadow Self, Part 1. Understanding the concept of projection from both psychological and metaphysical perspectives is essential for developing self-awareness and enhancing observation skills. Projection has many levels and layers to it. In this video, I will cover the essentials for self-awareness development and show you a solution that you can use to help you deal with unwanted projections and your reactive shadow self. Remember, you project yourself onto the screen called reality to discover different aspects of yourself. So having greater awareness and understanding of this subject empowers you to take control of your life and the way you want to live it. From a psychological perspective, projection is a defensive strategy where you assign a negative trait, feeling, or behavior to someone else instead of recognizing it in yourself. Remember the saying, when you point a finger at someone, 3 fingers point back at you. When you blame, judge, or condemn others, you're projecting your unresolved shadows, beliefs, and fears onto them. This means you're not really seeing the person, but instead creating an imaginary version of them that reflects your unresolved issues. This tendency to judge people superficially by projecting your assumption onto them can stop you from truly connecting and seeing who the real person is. What are the signs that you are projecting? When you react to something that someone said or did, and you feel triggered, it may be a sign that unresolved issues within yourself are being brought up to the surface. At this moment, if your reaction is to shut the person down with some form of judgment because you are feeling uncomfortable, then you have activated your shadow self. On a subconscious level, overreacting, judging, blaming, and condemning traits are deeply entwined with the unresolved shadow self. Here is an example. If you shout or attack someone while accusing them of being disrespectful and attacking you, you are essentially doing to them what you claim they are doing to you. It's ironic to accuse someone of lecturing you while you are lecturing them about why they shouldn't lecture you. If you feel that others are judging you, it's probably because you are judging yourself. Remember, your thoughts and beliefs about a person create your reactions towards them. Every person will see the world through their eyes. What you see is a mirror of your own resolved or unresolved issues, and that is what you react to. You only ever find yourself. It's common for individuals to claim that they're only observing, not judging. However, there's a significant disparity between the two. Judgments are infused with emotions, while observations are impartial. Negative judgments often evoke irritation, hatred, condescension, superiority, or some other form of bias, which, when triggered, is projected outwards onto someone. These are your shadows that stem from unresolved issues buried deep in your subconscious mind. On the other hand, observations are devoid of emotional attachments or conditions. As the observer, you see things for what they are without any reaction, and this is your solution to recognize and operate from the perspective of the observer. In this situation, there are 2 states for you to choose from: the state of judgment and the state of the observer. Your judgment state wants war because it's reactive and weak. So it will project these weaknesses onto whoever triggers that weakness within you. In contrast, your observer state is the watcher. The observer gives you the clarity to make a rational decision on the next move. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you feel triggered to go off on someone, in this moment, take a deep breath because you now know that you have a choice. Remind yourself to reframe to the observer state rather than being the judge. The observer state shifts you into a higher frequency and brings clarity. And in that moment of still observation, you will always have better control over your feelings and emotions. When you have a high level of self-awareness, it's important to view insults and projections from others like water rolling off a duck's back. Just let them flow off and move on. Always keep in mind that other people's problems and expectations are not your responsibility. If you allow them to affect you, you get drawn into those emotions and you may start to judge yourself, which brings out negative aspects of your personality and lowers your vibration. It's not always easy to refrain from the state of judgment to the state of the observer, because this takes discipline, practice, and self-awareness. But in the end, it's worth it. So when you feel triggered by something, try to shift your attention and reframe to the observer immediately. Remaining in a neutral state of observation is a wise choice, especially when encountering unfamiliar individuals, locations, or circumstances. By adopting the observer's mindset, you can make more rational decisions that will provide long-term benefits. By practicing observation rather than judgment, you can identify your shadow self and learn to manage it effectively. Remember, you can't get rid of your shadow self, but you can learn to manage it. In the following video, I will cover projection from a metaphysical perspective and how we use it to influence our perceived reality. To support my channel and learn practical techniques for self-transformation, follow my Self-Concept and NLP self-help series. Please subscribe and share. Thank you.